All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. We now turn our attention to baseball. Up next is game number 3 of the American League Division Series between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox lead that series 2-0, taking the first 2 games at Fenway Park. We'll be in Oakland for this one. If the Red Sox win, they will advance to the American League Championship, or Oakland can force a Game 4 if they win. In the other American League Division Series, Minnesota and Cleveland are tied at 1 game apiece. When you look at the right side of the bracket, the National League is set. The Dodgers yesterday beat the Marlins to advance, and the Braves defeated Pittsburgh to advance. Both the Dodgers and the Braves sweep their series 3-0. The Dodgers and the Braves will play in the National League Championship Series. But the American League, that is still, like we say, a work in progress. And we'll head out to the Oakland Coliseum for this one. It'll be the Red Sox and the A's here at Jammin' Sports. There's your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents game number 3 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland Athletics. Boston leads this series 2-0 and can wrap it up today as we have the flyover on a beautiful afternoon in the East Bay. As I pointed out a moment ago, the Red Sox have won games 1 and 2 in Boston by a score of 4-3 in both games. They can wrap it up today with a win, or the A's can force a Game 4. The A's have to win 3 in a row to advance. Red Sox A's game number 3 of the best of 5 is up next here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the first inning. Roger Clemens, who was traded to the A's during the season, will get the start for Oakland here in Game 3. You're probably saying he never played for the A's. I know that, but he got traded during the season. Dustin Pedroia will lead things off for the Red Sox. He's the second baseman. In Game 3, about to get underway. There's the first pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Pedroia fouls it off down the third base line, out of play. And the count quickly 0-2 for the Red Sox second baseman. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, low and away. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. No, he went around. Struck him out. 1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the first inning. Now Ted Williams, the left fielder, comes up next. Williams fouls that one off. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. TJ Gaucho's here. He says, let's go Dodgers. Well, Dodgers have already advanced. And then he says, take me out to the ball game. And now the 0-1 pitch to Williams. Clemens taking his time. Now here's the pitch. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-2. We're just underway. Top of the first inning here in Oakland. Game 3 of the American League Division Series. Here's the pitch. Foul down the third base line. Count remains at 0-2 to Ted Williams. And now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. The Astros have a lifetime ban in this universe, right? No. They made the playoffs last season. That's a ball. Count goes to 1-2, but the A's swept them in the wild card. 2-0 last season. Count now goes to 2-2 to Ted Williams. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Down low, full count to Ted Williams. Attaboy A's. This A's lineup is loaded. 3-2 pitch. High in the air, out to Henderson in left field. And Ricky makes the play, out number 2. There's the Red Sox starting lineup. First baseman Jimmy Fox will come up next. 2 down, bases empty here in the top of the first for the Red Sox. So Jimmy Fox will come up to face Clemens.
Ball, that's inside.
Yeah, it's inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Jimmy Fox. Fouls it off down the third base line. As you can see here in the Coliseum, there's an awful lot of foul territory. It's a pitcher's ballpark. And now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Just inside. Count goes to 2-1. Yeah, Gauchos. I mean, growing up, the A's were my favorite baseball team. They've had a lot of great players over the years. I hate to see them leave Oakland, but you knew it was going to happen. And Fox fouls it off down the first base line. And now the count remains at 2-2 with 2 outs, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Down low. Full count at 3-2. David Ortiz on deck. This Red Sox lineup is loaded too, though. And now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air, out to left. Henderson gets under it for out number 3. At the end of a half inning, no score here in the American League Division Series Game 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Oakland. We go to the bottom of the first. Pedro Martinez on the mound for Boston here in Game 3. Red Sox lead the series 2-0. It's a best of 5. The Red Sox can wrap it up with a win here today. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Sports Davis, TD Gauchos from Anaheim in the house. Ricky Henderson, the left fielder, the all-time stolen base leader, will lead things off for the A's. Martinez, here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Up high. Pretty Ricky. Lots of laugh. Pretty Ricky. Counts 1-1 to Henderson. Here's the pitch by Martinez. Up high, 2-1. You don't want to put Henderson on. He'll steal. He'll steal all day. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. On the outside corner, 2-2. Did they spell it wrong? Struck him out for out number 3. Now they spelled it right. Oh, you spelled it wrong. Next up, this is Evil Dead's favorite player, Bert Campaneris, the shortstop. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. One out, bases empty for the A's here in the bottom of the first, no score. Here in game number 3. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 0-2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 1-2 to Bert Campaneris. 1 out, bases empty. Martinez, the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down for the A's. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Let's watch this one again. Martinez on fire early. That's almost not fair. Nice pitch. Jimmy Fox. Both the Red Sox and the A's have a Jimmy Fox. They both play first base. In there for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the first. Counts 0-1 to Fox. And now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Martinez on fire. The 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Down low, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gaucho's a big baseball fan, it seems. He knows the California teams, I'm sure. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch.
Ball
Up
2.
high. They'll even the count at 2-2. The Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California, is where we are. 2-2 pitch. Down low, 3-2. Full count. Martinez didn't like that call. Full count to Fox. 3-2 pitch. High in the air. Out to Williams and left. And Williams will make the play for the final out. At the end of 1 complete, we have no score here in the ALDS Game 3 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the second inning. David Ortiz will come up. He's the DH today for Boston. Facing Roger Clemens. Pitch by Clemens. Ortiz nails it foul down the first base line. Strike 1. Swung just a little bit late. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. Here in the top of the second, no score. And now the 1-1 pitch. Pops that one up into foul territory. Bando coming over and he can't quite get to it. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Ortiz out to left. Henderson gets back under it for out number 1. Ortiz flies out to left. Ricky Henderson making the play. 1 down for the Red Sox. Here in the top of the second, Manny Ramirez will come up next. He's the right fielder for the Red Sox here today. Batting left. Evil Dead says he doesn't bat left. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Manny Wood in LA, that's right.
Nope, that's a ball.
Down low and outside, 2-0.
2-0.
1 out, bases empty for the Red Sox here in the top of the second inning. Counts 2-0 to Ramirez. And now the 2-0 pitch.
Nope.
Inside, 3-0. Clemens didn't like that. Shaking his head. Clemens looks like a Neanderthal, doesn't he? The way he's rendered in this game. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Up high. Ball 4 in 4 pitches. It'll be a 1-out walk for Ramirez. The first base runner for the Red Sox. Steroids, Evil Dead says. Don't do drugs, kids. Nomar Garciaparra, he hits it to Campaneris. They'll turn 1 and they get 2. The double play. So Nomar Garciaparra hits into the double play. And that'll end the inning. We remain scoreless after 1.5. ALDS Game 3 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second. Reggie Jackson will lead things off for the A's. Facing Pedro Martinez. Reggie Jackson, the right fielder. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Red Sox lead the best-of-5 series 2-0. Jackson pops it up. The catcher, Carlton Fisk, will come over and make the play for out number 1. As Jackson pops out to the catcher. 1 down.
The designated hitter.
Now Jason Giambi comes up next, the DH for the A's here today. 1 out, bases empty. Clutch in the house. Good to see you, Clutch, as always. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 3, no score. We're in the bottom of the second. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Giambi, up high, 1-1. Red Sox can wrap up the series with a win here today. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. And Giambi fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. Let's go 1-8. Another loss today. Broken bat popped up, and Martinez makes the play. Giambi pops up to the pitcher for out number 2. Another loss today.
The center fielder, number 32.
And now next up for the A's, Jose Canseco, the center fielder. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Martinez pitching well early here. Counts 0-1 to Jose. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on an inside pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. Yeah, you talk about the Bills. They're 1-8. Struck him out. At the end of 2 complete, we have no score. Actually, we're not 2 complete. Yeah, we are. 2 complete. No score here in Game 3. Welcome back to Oakland.
The Red Sox.
Rafael Devers. I'm not sure what position he's playing. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. There's your defensive lineup for the Red Sox. Devers was not on my lineup card here. He must be playing third base.
Ball.
Down low, count goes to 1-1. That's the only position available. Yeah, he's third base. Here's the 1-1.
That's ball
Up high, 2-1. Wade Boggs usually hits in this position. 2-1 pitch by Clemens. In there for a strike. They'll leave the count at 2-2. Clutch, referring to the awesome performance the Bills put up today. They're 1-8. Up high, 3-2. Full count to Devers. This is Devers' first at bat of the series. 3-2 pitch. Inside. Ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk for the Red Sox here in the top of the third. Nobody out, runner on first. Johnny Damon up next. He's the center fielder.
Ball.
Down low, 1-0.
1-0.
No score here on the top of the third. Game 3 of the ALDS. 1-0 pitch by Clemens. Up high, inside, 2-0. Oakland crowd getting restless. 2-0 pitch.
That's
Up
ball
high,
2.
3-0.
3-0.
3 balls and no strikes to Johnny Damon. And now the 3-0 pitch. Up high, ball 4. I think they need to get Clemens out of there. Red Sox have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the third. And now the catcher, Carlton Fisk, will come up.
Nope.
Ball 1. Excuse me. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air. Out to Henderson, out and left. Henderson will make the play for out number 1. The runners will hold. 1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the third. Dustin Pedroia, we go to the top of the order. The second baseman. 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. In the other American League Division Series, Minnesota and Cleveland are tied at 1 game apiece. The National League is set. Dodgers Braves in the championship. Down low, count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Pedroia. Here's the pitch. There go the runners. A double steal. It gets popped up into center field. Canseco comes over and makes the play. And the runners have to go back. Boston had the double steal on.
Now back, left fielder.
2 down for the Red Sox. And now the left fielder, Ted Williams, will come up. Two outs, runners at first and second. Pitch is outside, ball 1. A base hit would score at least 1. A 1-0 pitch. Took a big swing and missed. Strike 1. Clemens on the left. Williams on the right. And now the 1-1. 2-1. Yes, we'll be doing game number 5 tonight, a little bit later. He's talking about Montreal and Toronto in the NHL. That series is tied at 2 games apiece. Williams smacks one into center. And coming around, Devers will probably score. Yes. And the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Ted Williams. And the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Well hit right up the middle. And now the first baseman, Jimmy Fox, will come up.
Ball 1.
And be ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Johnny Damon at second base for the Red Sox. In their first strike, count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners at first and second. And now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 strikes.
Counts at 1-2. I plan on getting it. I hope it's good. We'll just take it from there. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. I tell you what, if the college game is not good, they'll burn down EA Sports, man. The fans will. And that's going to be a base hit into right field. Damon's going to come around. The throw home, not in time. An RBI single for Jimmy Fox.
The batter, number 34.
And the Red Sox lead it 2-0 here in the top of the third.
Ortiz.
And Misty has got Puff, the Magic Dragon. Took Puff out of the cage.
Ball one, no strike.
David Ortiz up. The first pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Ted Williams at second base. The 1-0 pitch to Ortiz. Up high, 2-0. Bright sunny afternoon here in the East Bay. 2-0 pitch. Ripped up the middle. Williams will come around. The throw home, not in time. And the Red Sox, 3 straight base hits with a runner on second base.
The right fielder.
And they take a 3-0 lead. All this happening with 2 outs. And now the Red Sox have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Manny Ramirez will come up. The right fielder.
Ball, that's inside.
It's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Clemens getting tore up by his former team. Got traded to the A's during the season. The 1-0 pitch.
Ball two.
Up high, 2-0. We're at the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. 2 outs, runners on the corners. 2-0 pitch.
Ball, that's
Outside, 3-0. A walk is going to load the bases. Again, all this happening with 2 outs. And now the 3-0 pitch. Down low, ball 4, bases loaded. Clemens really struggling in this one.
Now batting, number
Bases
5.
loaded, 2 outs, and Nomar Garciaparra up next. The shortstop. A base hit would probably score at least 2. The pitch. Ooh, how was that a strike? Is that Hernandez back there? Counts at 0-1. 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's
Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. A walk was score run. The natives are getting restless here in Oakland. It's an elimination game for the A's. 2-1 pitch. Rips it foul. Count evens up at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch by Clemens. Rips it down the third base line. Foul. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low, 3-2. Full count. Devers led off the inning. The Red Sox are about to bat around if they don't get Garciaparra out. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Pops it up. Canseco out in center. Makes the third out. But the damage was done. The Red Sox score 3. At the end of 2.5, they lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Oakland. We go to the bottom of the third here in the American League Division Series Game 3. Sal Bando, the third baseman, will lead things off for the A's. Pedro Martinez still on the mound. Red Sox with a 3-0 lead. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Bando, one of those players that were on the A's championship squad that won 3 straight World Series in the 70s. 72, 3, and 4. Counts at 1-1 to Sal Bando as he fouls it off. The 1-1 pitch. High in the air. Out to left. Williams comes over in foul territory and cannot make the play. Foul ball. It'll be strike 2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 1-2 to third baseman Sal Bando. And now the 1-2 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Down low. That'll even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down for the A's.
Batting eighth.
Martinez's 4th strikeout of the game. Eric Chavez, the second baseman, up next. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-1. The A's don't have a hit yet. I know we're only in the 3rd inning. Martinez throwing a no-hitter so far. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Boston up 3-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. The 0-2 pitch by Martinez. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chavez goes down swinging. 2 down for the A's here in the bottom of the 3rd.
The catcher.
And now Mickey Cochran, the catcher, comes up.
Ball.
Up high, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Red Sox lead the series 2-0. They can wrap it up and advance to the ALCS with a win. It's a best of 5. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 1-1 to Cochran. 1-1 pitch. Fouls that one off down the third base line. Count goes to 1-2. Got a nice crowd here this evening watching the game. Feel free to chat. I don't mind. Here's the 1-2.
Yep, that ball
Oh,
went
how
out.
that missed the strike zone. Count goes to 2-2 to Cochran. 2 outs, bases empty. The 2-2 pitch. Up high, full count, 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Count remains at 3-2. 3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
Inside, ball 4.
First base.
That's the A's first base runner. There goes the perfect game.
Now batting.
He still has a no-hitter going on.
Ricky
Ricky Henderson comes up,
Henderson.
top of the order for the A's. The left fielder. Someone needs to tell the mascot he put on the wrong jersey today. A's are wearing yellow, not green. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Henderson pops it up. And making the play is Ramirez in right. At the end of 3 complete, the Red Sox lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th here in Game 3.
Red Sox.
Rafael Devers will come up.
Rafael.
He's the third baseman today for the Red Sox. Roger Clemens, somehow still on the mound. In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
Got Evil Dead here, Sports Davis, Clutch McGee, and T.D. Gauchos. All here this evening watching this game. Count evens up at 1-1 to Devers. One pitch. Devers fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. Top of the 4th, Red Sox up 3-0. Trying for the 3-game sweep. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Route number 1. The second strikeout for Clemens here this afternoon. Johnny Damon up next. The center fielder today. One out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball one. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count's evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Ripped it foul down the first baseline. Watch out in the dugout. And the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Well, Clemens off to a slow start. He struck out 2 in a row here in the 4th. And now the catcher, Carlton Fisk, will come up. 2 down, bases empty. Pitch by Clemens. Up high, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Counts at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch by Clemens. Rips it foul. Counts at 1-2 with 2 outs, bases empty. 1-2 pitch. Rips it foul again. A long at bat for Carlton Fisk as the count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. Clemens retires all 3 batters with strikeouts. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Red Sox lead at 3-0 here in Game 3 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Shortstop Bert Campaneris will lead things off for the Oakland A's. Pedro Martinez on the mound. He's pitching a no-hitter so far. Counts at 1-0. First pitch outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. He tried to bunt and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, sinker. Count goes to 1-2. That was a nice pitch. And now the 1-2. Too low. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bert Campaneris. The Oakland shortstop. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ripped right to second. Pedroia makes the play. Oh, he pulls him off the bag. He's safe. That's going to be an error on Dustin Pedroia. The throw pulled Jimmy Fox off the bag. That should have been a routine out. Campaneris reaches on an error. The no-hitter's still intact. Jimmy Fox comes up. The first baseman. Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Nobody out for the A's here at the bottom of the 4th. They have a runner on first base. And now the 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air. Out to center field. Johnny Damon comes over and makes the play for out number 1.
The right fielder.
1 out for the A's here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Fox flies out to center. Reggie Jackson, the right fielder, up next. 1 out, runner on first. They throw to first. Campaneris back in time. That's Evil Dead's shortstop right there, Bert Campaneris. Jackson still waiting for his first pitch. Here it is. Up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Red Sox up 3-0. The A's trying to get some runs here in the bottom of the 4th. They throw to first. Campaneris back in time. Count remains at 1-0 to Jackson. They throw to first again.
Oh, he's in.
With the new rules in baseball, you can't do that more than twice. That's the fourth time they've tried to catch Campaneris off the bag. Count to Jackson's 1-0. A fifth
Oh,
time.
he's in there.
He's determined to keep him at first base. The crowd booing now. I don't blame him. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 to Jackson with 1 out, runner on first. The 2-0 pitch. On the inside corner, it's a strike. Counts at 2-1 to Jackson. Campaneris tagging up at first base. And now the 2-1 pitch. Jackson rips it foul down the first base line. They'll even the count at 2-2. Campaneris back at first. The 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? No. He checked his swing. Full count to Jackson at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. He went around that time, struck him out. 2 down for the A's here in the bottom of the fourth. He tried to check his swing, but the umpire said, nope, you went around. Jason Giambi up next. He's the DH today. 2 outs, runner on first. That's Campaneris. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. One 1-0 pitch. He went around. They'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. The 1-1 pitch by Martinez, up high, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now the 2-1. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 2-2. Martinez trying to get out of the inning. They throw to first. Campaneris back in time. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Just outside. Full count, 3-2. Giambi at the plate with a full count with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. He went around, struck him out. And that'll end the inning after 4 complete. The Red Sox lead the A's 3-0 here in Game 3 of the American League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 5th. Dustin Pedroia will lead things off for the Red Sox, the second baseman. And they still have Roger Clemens on the mound. He struck out 3 in a row last inning. In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 pitch. Down low. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Or nobody out, excuse me. Nobody on base.
Ball 2.
Down low, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air, down the first base line. Out of play. And that'll even the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Fox. Plucks it out of the air before it hits the ground. 1 down. Pedroia lines out to first. 1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the 5th. Ted Williams will come up next, the left fielder.
Nope, outside.
Outside, ball one. Count goes to 1-0. Ted Williams was a World War II hero. He was very much decorated. He was a fighter pilot. A bomber pilot, actually. 1-2 to Williams. And now the 1-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. Going back. Jackson can't make the catch. Goes to the wall. Williams going for two. And he's in there with a one-out double. Over the head of Reggie Jackson in right field. It goes to the wall. And that'll be a one-out double for the Red Sox. And now Boston already up 3-0. One out with a runner on second base. Jimmy Fox, the first baseman, comes up. A ground ball to the catcher. Cochran throws to first for the out. It'll be a sacrifice. Actually, it's not. Williams stays at second base. It'll be a fielder's choice. David Ortiz up next, 2 down, as Williams stays at second. Ortiz, the DH. 2 down now for the Red Sox here in the top of the 5th with a runner on second base. The pitch to Ortiz. Outside. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1 to David Ortiz. Ted Williams at second base taking a lead. The pitch swung on for strike 2. That evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 4.5. The Red Sox still lead at 3-0 here in Game 3 of the ALDS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Center fielder Jose Canseco will lead things off for the Oakland A's. Pedro Martinez still on the mound. A's still don't have a hit. Until now, maybe. Yep. Canseco to right center field. He's going for 2. He's got a leadoff double for the A's. That breaks up the no-no. Now the A's can concentrate on getting on the board. Canseco leads off the bottom of the 5th with a double. So now the A's have a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Third baseman Sal Bando up next. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Canseco at second. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. Martinez trying to get out of this jam. And now the 1-2 pitch. Bando fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Sal Bando, the third baseman. One-two pitch. Outside. They'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second. Now the 2-2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Inside. Full count, 3-2 to Bando. Martinez wants a new baseball. Full count to Bando at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Rips it. Into center field. That one is gone. A 2-run shot by Sal Bando. Holy Toledo. And the A's have made it a 1-run game. A 2-run blast by Sal Bando into right center field. Canseco scores. And it's now a 3-2 ball game. Bando hit that one a ton. Let's watch that one again. I mean, he got all of that one. Eric Chavez up next, the second baseman. Now a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Red Sox as the A's close the gap with a 2-run shot. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. Still nobody out for the A's here in the bottom of the fifth. Counts at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Down low and outside. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air. Down the third base line. Out of play. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Hit high in the air. Damon goes back. Johnny Damon makes the play in center field for out number 1. One down for the A's.
Now batting, number 2.
Here in the bottom of the fifth. Mickey Cochran up next, the catcher. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. And he fouls that one off. And now the 0-1 pitch. A ground ball to Garcia Pera. He throws to first for the out. So Cochran grounds out to short. Nomar Garcia Pera making the play for the Red Sox. 2 down. And now Ricky Henderson comes up, the left fielder. Two outs, bases empty. In their first strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-1. Henderson back in the box, counts at 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down low, but in the strike zone. Counts at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. Henderson fouls it down the line. Count remains at 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. Martinez trying to get the final out here. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2 to Henderson. Martinez, he gave up 2 runs this inning already. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low, full count. It goes from 0-2 to 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air, but foul down the first base line. Full count, 3-2. Martinez looks in, 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Henderson stays alive. A long at bat. Martinez throwing a lot of pitches here this inning. 3-2 pitch. Up high, but he went around, struck him out. But the A's scored 2 at the end of 5. They pull to within 1. Red Sox lead at 3-2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 6th. Manny Ramirez will lead things off for the Red Sox.
The right fielder.
They lead Game 3 by a score of 3-2. They have a 2-0 lead in the series. Ramirez playing right field today for Boston. Roger Clemens still on the mound. In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Domingo Acevedo and Zach Jackson warming up in the bullpen for the Athletics. Counts 0-1 to Ramirez. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Count quickly, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Down low, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Here in the top of the 6th. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Once again, if the Red Sox win, they advance to the American League Championship Series.
Ball, that's out.
Outside, 2-2. If the A's win, it'll force a Game 4. That one's fouled off. Count remains at 2-2 to Manny Ramirez. And now the 2-2 pitch. Right to Jimmy Fox, who snags it out of the air. Ramirez lines out to first for out number 1. Nice play by Fox. 1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the 6th. Nomar Garciaparra up next, the shortstop. One out, bases empty. Pitch by Clemens. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. And now the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's
Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty, 1-1 pitch. Down low, it bounced, 2-1. And now the 2-1 to Garciaparra. Rips it out to left field. Henderson going back, and that one is gone. It clears the wall. A solo shot by Nomar Garciaparra. And the Red Sox take a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. That one just cleared the fence. Let's watch this one again. That one went yard over the left field wall. And that's it for Clemens. Mark Mulder comes in for the A's in relief. I thought they should have yanked Clemens a little bit sooner. And now Rafael Devers, the third baseman, up for the Red Sox.
Ball 1, no strike.
Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Devers must be one of the current players. Counts up 1-0. The pitch by Mulder.
Nope.
Down low and outside, 2-0.
No strike.
1 out, bases empty. That's what I figured. Thank you, Evil Dead. Evil Dead's my director of information and pronunciation. It's foul down the third base line. Count goes to 2-1. Yes, please. 2-1 pitch. Out to left. A base hit by Devers. Henderson will run it down and throw it in. A 1-out single for Devers.
The center fielder, Johnny.
So now the Red Sox with a runner on first, 1 out. They lead it 4-2 here at the top of the 6th. And coming up to bat, Johnny Damon, the center fielder.
Ball 1.
First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. One out, runner on first. Counts 1-0 to Damon. The pitch. Fouls it off, and that'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch by Mulder. Inside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. And now the 2-1. And Damon fouls that off. That'll even the count at 2-2. Red Sox lead at 4-2 here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Did a lot of foul balls today. More than normal. Count remains at 2-2 to Damon. 2-2 pitch. Up high. Full count, 3-2. Red Sox looking to have a big inning here if they can get on base. Three-two pitch. Up high, ball 4. And now with 1 out, the Red Sox have runners at first and second. And the catcher, Carlton Fisk, will come up next. 0 for 2 today. He's due. Devers now at second base. Mulder will pitch to Fisk. Down low, ball 1. A walk below the bases. 1 ball, nobody out. Or excuse me, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-0. Crowd getting restless. They're booing. And now the 2-0 pitch by Mulder. Outside, 3-0. Crowd really getting restless now. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Counts at 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Red Sox. Here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. We go to the top of the order. Dustin Pedroia, the second baseman. He can break this game wide open with 1 swing of the bat. 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit into center field. That's going to score at least 2. Devers will score. The throw to third. They got him at third. But the Red Sox score 2. 2 runs come in. And they lead it by a score of 6-2. Fisk tried to make it to third base. He was tagged out. But the Red Sox scored 2 runs off that hit by Fisk. He tried to turn it into a triple. Williams up next. Actually, Williams tried to get to third from first. My bad. Williams comes up. Pedroia at second base. 2 outs. Counts 0-1. Ground ball to Bando. He'll throw to first for the out. That'll end the inning, but the Red Sox score 3 runs. And they take a 6-2 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Game 3 of the American League Division Series. The Red Sox lead the series 2-0. They lead Game 3 by a score of 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bert Campaneris, the shortstop, will lead things off for the A's, facing Pedro Martinez, who's still in the game. High in the air, out to Damon in center field for out number 1. Went down for the A's here in the bottom of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 7.
Jimmy Fox, the first baseman, comes up. And Jimmy has made a couple of nice plays at first base for the A's today. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Martinez.
Inside, ball 1.
Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Low and outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Base is empty for the A's here. And he rips it to Fox at first. The other Jimmy Fox makes the play. So Fox will ground out to Fox.
The right fielder, number 5.
2 down for the A's.
Reggie Jackson.
And now Reggie Jackson will come up with 2 outs, bases empty. Jackson, the right fielder. The pitch by Martinez. A ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a 2-out single for Jackson. He's on base. That'll extend the inning for the A's here in the bottom of the 6th.
The designated hitter.
And now the DH, Jason Giambi, will come up next. A chance for the A's to get a couple of runs if Giambi can hit one out of here. He's known to do just that. Red Sox lead at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Martinez looks in with 2 outs, runner on first base. Jackson at first. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Giambi. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Outside, they'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Reggie Jackson at first base.
Ball, that's off.
Next pitch is outside, 2-1 to Giambi. Red Sox up 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 pitch by Martinez. Inside, but he swings at it and misses. That'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. Turn the line. Now the 2-2 pitch. Down low. Full count to Giambi. At 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. Stays alive with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Martinez trying to retire the side. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. It'll be a 2-out walk. And now the A's have runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Number 33.
And Jose Canseco comes up next. I'm telling you, man, this A's lineup is stacked if they can just get the bats going. They got a lot of home run hitters. Here's Canseco. Rips it foul down the first base line. Count goes to 0-1. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Boston up by 4. Reggie Jackson sitting at second base. Giambi at first. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Counts 0-2 to Canseco. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. They'll even the count at 2-2 to Canseco. 2-2 pitch. Canseco rips it to second, and making a nice play is the second baseman Dustin Pedroia for the out. But the A's still trail the Red Sox 6-2 at the end of 6 here at Jammin' Sports. ALDS Game 3. We go to the top of the 7th.
The first base
Red Sox up 6-2. Their first baseman, Jimmy Fox, will lead things off. Mark Mulder on the mound for the Athletics. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Down low, ball 1. Once again, the Red Sox wrap it up with a win. They'll advance to the American League Championship with a win here today.
Ball.
Down low, 2-0.
2-0.
Red Sox currently with a 4-run cushion here on the top of the 7th. 2-0 pitch.
Ace.
In there for a strike. 2-1. Counts at 2-1. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down low. Full count. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the 7th inning. David Ortiz up next, the DH. 1 out, bases empty. Facing Mark Mulder. The pitch by Mulder is up high, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
And now the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. They'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 1-2 pitch. Up high, no, it's in the strike zone. Struck him out. Boy, high heat. 2 down. Happy time, Gaucho says. That's right. Manny Ramirez. Nope, not that time. That's right. Ramirez comes up.
Ball, that's just out.
It's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty for the Red Sox here in the top of the 7th. Manny Ramirez, the right fielder, up to bat. Counts 1-0. Red Sox up 6-2. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Ball
Up
2.
high, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. High in the air, but foul down the first base line, out of play. Count goes to 2-1 to Ramirez. Two-one pitch. Ramirez pops it up. Jimmy Fox comes in from first and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 6.5, the Red Sox lead it 6-2 here in Game 3 of the American League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Back in the 6th inning, Sal Bando. Well, that's Garcia Pera there. Well, Garcia Pera hit a home run too. But they got the players mixed up. Sal Bando hit a home run earlier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's in.
Facing Pedro Martinez. Tanner Hawk and Chris Martin warming up in the bullpen for Boston. Counts 1-0 to Bando. The A's third baseman.
That's ball 2.
Up high, 2-0. Boston leads at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. A's need to rally at some point. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. A's are facing elimination if they don't come back. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Nosemar. And now the 2-2 pitch. Popped up in the air. Williams comes over in left field in foul territory and makes the play for out number 1. 1 down for the A's
Second baseman.
here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Second baseman Eric Chavez up next. A's are running out of outs. They got to get something going. Martinez still on the mound. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Eric Chavez. Martinez well over 100 pitches today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, they'll leave the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
It's a ball. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Up high, ball 4. Eric Chavez is awarded first base on the walk.
The batter.
It's a 1-out walk for the A's. And now I think we're going to see a pitching change. That's it for Martinez. They're going to let a closer come in. Let's see who the Red Sox bring in to close this one out. Or attempt to, anyway.
Your attention, please.
Next up,
Now
Tanner
for the
Houck.
Red Sox. Number 89, Tanner Houck.
It's pronounced Houck. I just heard the public address announcer. Tanner Houck will come in on relief. He inherits 1 out, runner on first, and a 4-run lead. Mickey Cochran, the catcher, will come up. See if the A's can get back in this. So Houck on the mound. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Crowd in Oakland getting restless. They're booing. They've been booing all game. It's a tough crowd. And now the 0-1 pitch by Houck. Outside, I'll even the count at 1-1 to Mickey Cochran. And now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Low and inside, 2-1.
1 strike.
And now the 2-1 pitch to Cochran. There's that weird delivery with the kick. It's fouled off down the third base line. Count goes to 2-2. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Evil Dead, Sports Davis, Clutch McGee, and TD Gaucho's in the room. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count to Mickey Cochran at 3-2. It's well hit, but Damon into center field makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We go to the top of the order. Ricky Henderson will come up, the left fielder. 2 outs, runner on first base. Tanner Houck on the mound for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Just outside. Count goes to 1-0. Now that was way outside. And now the 1-0 pitch.
That's
Outside
ball
again, 2-0. Low and outside.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base for the A's. Henderson at the plate. 2-0 pitch.
No.
Inside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Henderson. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1. Houck trying to retire the side. 3-1 pitch. Henderson, a dribbler to third, and they get the force out at second. At the end of 7 complete, the Red Sox lead at 7-0, or 7-0, 6-2 here at Jammin' Sports. What was I looking at? Devers made the play at third base for the Red Sox to end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Nomar Garcia-Parra comes up, the shortstop. Boston leads at 6-2. Mark Mulder on the mound for the A's. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Domingo Acevedo and Zach Jackson still warming up in the bullpen. Counts 0-1 to Garcia Pera. Here's the pitch.
That's
Off-speed
a ball.
pitch. That missed the plate. Counts at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Rips it foul down the first base line. Counts at 1-2 to Nomar Garcia Pera. 1-2 pitch. Oh, it hit him.
I got him.
Square in the back. Hit by pitch. He'll get the walk. It'll be a leadoff walk for the Red Sox. And now the third baseman, Rafael Devers, will come up. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the eighth. Red Sox up 6-2. Pitch by Mulder. And that's ripped foul down the first base line. Count goes to 0-1 to Devers. 0-1 pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
Down low, ball one. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-2.
Two strikes.
And now the 1-2 pitch to Devers. Rips it foul down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first base. And now the 1-2 pitch.
Ball two.
Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now they throw to first.
Chase.
Garcia Pera back in time. Count remains at 2-2. And now the pitch.
I got a full count.
Just inside, 3-2, full count. Three-two pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 1. As Rafael Devers goes down swinging.
Now back, the seventh fielder, Johnny.
1 down for the Red Sox here in the top of the 8th. Center fielder Johnny Damon comes up. 1 out, runner on first. Garcia Pera at first base. The pitch. At the knees, strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch.
Ball one.
That was low. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnny Damon. 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to the shortstop, Campanera. They turn 2. The old double play. That's the 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. But the Red Sox still lead at 6-2 here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Bert Campaneris has started that nice double play for the A's. Will lead things off, facing Tanner Houck. Red Sox lead 6-2 here in Game 3. First pitch by Houck is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Red Sox trying to wrap up the series with a win. Strike 2. Count 0-2 to Bert Campaneris. And now the 0-2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 0-2 to Campaneris. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox up 6-2. 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2.
Two strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And now the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Leadoff batter for the A's here in the bottom of the 8th, Bert Campaneris. The 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 1. Like I said, the A's are running out of outs.
Jimmy.
We're in the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox lead at 6-2. One down. Base is empty. Red Sox trying to wrap up this best of 5 with a win here tonight. Jimmy Fox, the first baseman, up next. The pitch by Houck. Fouled off down the first base line. Nice souvenir. Counts 0-1 to Jimmy Fox. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low. Count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. He went around. That'll even that count at 2-2. Tried to check his swing, but he went too far around. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the A's here in the bottom of the 8th.
Right fielder, number 5, Reggie.
And now Reggie Jackson, the right fielder, comes up next. 2 outs, base is empty. A's got to get something going here, or they're going to be swept. The pitch by Houck. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Jackson rips it foul down the third base line. Count goes to 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Rips it foul down the first base line. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low, full count, 3-2. A's need to get something going. They need to rally. Full count to Jackson. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. High in the air. Out to Damon in center field. And Johnny Damon makes the final out. At the end of 8 complete, the Red Sox lead it by a score of 6-2 here in Game 3 of the American League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 9th. Domingo Acevedo will be on the mound for the Oakland A's.
Your attention, please.
Red Sox lead this series a best of 5, 2-0.
68.
And they have a 6-2 lead. They'll try to get some insurance run. Gaucho says, come on, West Coast, let's do this. Acevedo. Here's his pitch. High in the air. But it's going to be out of play. Hands to the bullpen. Count goes to 0-1 to Carlton Fisk, the catcher. And now the 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. Good crowd here on this Sunday night. I appreciate it. Zach Jackson and Sam Mole warming up in the bullpen. And now the 1-1 pitch to Fisk. Fisk nails one. It's out of here. A solo shot by Carlton Fisk, giving the Red Sox an insurance run. And now they go up 7-2. A leadoff home run here in the top of the 9th for Boston. As the catcher goes yard. Let's watch that one again. Got all of that one. Gauchos. That's hilarious. Landed in the third row. And now Dustin Pedroia The second baseman up next. Nobody out. In there for a strike. 0-1. Nobody out. Base is empty. Now the Red Sox are up by 5, 7-2. That's going to make the A's job in the bottom of the ninth that much tougher. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Down low, 1-1. One ball, one strike, nobody out, nobody on. The 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman. That's Chavez. He throws to first for the out. So Pedroia grounds out to second. One down for the Red Sox here in the top of the ninth. Left fielder Ted Williams comes up, facing Domingo Acevedo. The pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Outside, ball one. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch.
That's a
Up
ball.
high, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to Williams. In there for a strike, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. Williams trying to draw the walk. And now the 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike, full count to Ted Williams at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Red Sox. Here in the top of the ninth inning. And now first baseman Jimmy Fox will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Facing Domingo Acevedo. Here's the pitch. Outside.
Ball 1.
Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0.
No strike.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 2-1.
1 strike.
2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2 to Jimmy Fox. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 8.5, the Red Sox lead it 7-2 as they get a solo shot from Carlton Fisk here in Game 3 of the American League Division Series here at Jammin' Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth. Richard Blyer will be the pitcher for the Red Sox. Try to close this one out. The Boston Red Sox are 3 outs away from advancing to the American League Championship Series.
The designated hitter.
The DH, Jason Giambi, will lead things off for the A's. The A's have to score 5 to tie, 6 to win.
Ball 1.
First pitch is down low, ball 1.
No strike.
Counts up 1-0 to Giambi. The A's have to rally big time. They got to score at least 6. At least 5, really. It's in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1 to Giambi. 5 to extend the game, 6 to win it. The 1-1 pitch. Ripped into left field. Williams going back. That's going to drop. That's going to be a base hit for Giambi. He's going for second, and he's in there easily. A leadoff double for Jason Giambi here in the bottom of the ninth inning. That's a good way to start the rally. I thought that was going to be gone for a moment. Jose Canseco comes up now, the center fielder. Nobody out, runner on second base. The A's down by 5. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Richard Blyer, the pitcher for the Red Sox, trying to close this one out. He's given up a double, though. here in the bottom of the ninth. The count's 0-1 to Canseco. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count quickly 0-2 to Canseco. Giambi taking a lead at second base. And now the 0-2 pitch. Canseco out to left. Williams goes back and makes the play for out number 1. They quickly throw it in. They keep Giambi at second base.
Now batting.
1 down for the A's. The Red Sox are 2 outs away from advancing to the American League Championship. Sal Bando comes up, the third baseman. 1 out, runner on second. Blyer looks to second. Now the pitch. Up high. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Gives a couple of glances to second. The pitch is inside. 2-0 to Sal Bando. 1 out, runner on second. That's Giambi at second base. Red Sox up 7-2 here in the bottom of the ninth. 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch from Blyer. And Bando fouls that one off. Count goes to 3-1. I'm surprised that he swung at a 3-1 pitch, especially with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. 3-1. Swung for a strike. It's full now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-2 pitch. And he rips it to third. Devers makes the play.
The batter, number 3.
Giambi stays at second base as Rafael Devers makes the play at third base. And now the Red Sox are 1 out away. The A's are down to their final out here in the bottom of the ninth. Eric Chavez, the second baseman, comes up. Red Sox 1 out away from the American League Championship Series. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. A's down to the last 2 strikes. Giambi at second. The 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike. A's are down to the last strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch by Blyer. It's a strike, a called strike 3. And the Boston Red Sox sweep the Oakland A's 3-0 in the American League Division Series. And the Boston Red Sox will advance to the American League Championship. They will play either Minnesota or Cleveland. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. So congratulations to the Boston Red Sox, sweeping the A's 3-0. Once again, your final score: Boston 7, Oakland 2, and the Red Sox sweep the series 3-0. Up next, it's the NHL. Game number 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs between Montreal and Toronto. That series is tied at 2 games apiece. We'll have it for you here. Give us about 5 to 10 minutes to bring that to you here at Jammin' Sports. Thanks for watching.
Our paid attendance at the Coliseum this afternoon, 47,000.